Hi everybody, welcome to Pen Hook and Needles Podcast, episode 85.
Oh, I probably should open my show notes now.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. At least you can open your show notes.
Well, I'm assuming I can open my show notes.
Mine did not upload, download, whatever it is. They didn't do their thing.
Hey, look, there's my show notes.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not sure why. I was sitting right there next to the computer, but oh well, that's life.
And we all know the song "I'll Be There for You" from I think it's the Rembrandts, and the show is Friends.
Friends, yes.
Not that I ever watched Friends, really, but
I watched it for a while. It kind of had too much stuff in it. Anyway, it is January 13th, 2013. It is approximately 10 o'clock, 10:15, something like that.
I'm going to be rude and be eating my meal.
She didn't eat last night. She just got home about half an hour ago, very late. So
it's 10 o'clock, 10:17 right now. I left work way too late, so
we're gonna probably. It might feel a little rushed because there is a fair amount of there is a fair amount of stuff to go through, and she needs to get to bed. So we want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We have 8 new viewers, which means we are up to 156. I shouldn't say new viewers, new members who have joined the group. And we're so excited about that. That brings us up to 156 members, which is exciting. Before we go any further, I want to welcome them because it is a list. There is, I'm not sure how you say her name, Linda. And I know her from the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit group. Welcome, Linda. USK68, no name, but we welcome you, USK68.
Welcome.
Pearls of Anna, who is Anna, and I think it's pronounced Atara, A-E-T-A-R-A, Atara.
I feel like I've seen her somewhere before.
Who is Jean? I'm going to make sure.
I mean, Pearls of Anna. I feel like I've seen Pearls of Anna before.
I don't know. The Turbo Knitter 64, who is Kenneth. We have 3 males now. That's awesome.
Wow.
The Turbo Knitter 64. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, Ken.
Bad Cat Knits, Sharon. Mommy Debbie, who is, I think it's Mommy Debbie, Deb, and Cool Sticks, who is Janet. So we welcome all of you, all 8 of you. It's exciting to have you with us.
Cool Sticks sounds almost like it could be a rap group.
Yeah, she's funny. I think, I'm trying to remember which one this is. She responded to my welcome, and I think she's the one who's a grandmother. I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But anyway, we're really excited to have you with us. And if you are watching the podcast and you'd like to be a member,
please join.
Please join. We'd love to have you. Just hop over to Ravelry and look up the Pen Hook and Needles group and join us. We'd love to have you with us.
Did we introduce ourselves this time? I
No.
don't think we did. Hi, I'm me.
Yes, that's her name, Me, and I'm Me. So that's very illuminating. I'm Marlisha, also known as Francis. I say that a lot. Maybe because people keep asking me if I work at the hospital. So, my name is Marlisha.
You want to take my place?
No.
You sure?
Positive. My name is Marlisha, and I'm also known as Lady Fernico almost everywhere except for my writing sites where I'm known either as Marlisha or as Shadowlight1 or Shadowlight.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Flirt, and just about everywhere else.
Right.
For the new members, we will be, not new members, for all of our members, we will be starting a thread for reaching 150 members. There will be a prize drawing, and all you have to do is answer what craft you like to do.
We had done something like this before, but this will help us
with things.
It'll all be kind of in one place. So if you want to have a chance, we don't know how many prizes there will be, but if you want to have a chance at the prize,
all will be revealed in good time.
Just let us know what crafts you'd like to do, particularly yarn-related crafts, but also needlework, whatever. Just let us know what you like to do in that thread, and then we'll pull sometime in the next week or two.
And it'll say 150 member
prize drawing
giveaway or
prize
drawing
giveaway,
or something like that.
Something like that. It'll be obvious. Okay, obvious.
Yeah. Obviously.
Sweater along. Oh, I'm so excited about the sweater along. There is a lot of activity going on. I have not responded to anybody yet. I will.
I've been working the past few days.
I've seen it. I've been trying to catch up with the other threads that I was a little more behind that required more attention, and then I cleaned out my my PM box. And by the time I finish
well,
all
you
that,
cleaned out your PM box?
I did, but it's full again. I have 20 messages again. I love hearing from people, but it takes me a while to get back to people because I do it in clumps. So don't stop writing to me. That's fine. It just takes me a while to get to you because I like to think through my answers, especially for people who've asked me questions or something like that.
I think you send yourself messages.
I do not, in fact.
Just so you could see your 20 messages.
But anyway, yeah, so I'm a little behind on the sweater along, but it's really awesome to see all the different sweater alongs. I think it is Nicole, Scarves, Etc., who posted 2 different sweaters in one posting. Nicole, I am going to go back and post that a second time because that's 2 projects. You can do 2 different projects in 1 week if they're 2 different projects. So I will go ahead and rectify that for you. Or Talia will, whoever gets a chance.
I like the term rectify.
I do too. Just like I like the term revisit. I was watching Soft Like Kittens and she was using the term revisit. I think that's so cool. Nobody uses it anymore and I like it.
Really?
Yeah, revisit.
I thought that was... No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the sweater along is moving along very well. We are doing the sweater along with the lovely Kathy from Mittner Podcast. That's Cat B913.
I'm awake. Okay.
Yes, because, you know, she's just, yeah. Anyway.
Yes, love the amazing and awesome
Kathy, who's Cat B913, who is enabling me to write, and I'm enabling her to write, which is fun. I just got a neat little message from her because I sent her a prompt. But anyway, we are doing the sweater along with her podcast group. If you want to double dip in both groups, please be sure that you are a member of her group. Also, if you happen to be a member of Sock Bunny Knit Fit, her group is doing a sweater along as well.
But is it a particular sweater or is
hers? I don't think hers is a particular sweater because I think I'm actually going to enter into that. I don't know if it has to be knitted only or not, but Sock Bunny's usually, Kimberly's usually pretty easygoing. If you're doing a crocheted and you want to do it in hers, you might want to ask her. She is not a co-sponsor or of our sweater along. It's just us and Knitner Podcast. Okay, Kathy. But if you're doing something in Sock Bunny's sweater along, you can bring it over here and count it for a prize here as well, a chance for a prize. And once I get to Sock Bunny, which I have not yet done, to ask her if it's okay if you can also reverse the process, then you might be able to also, if you're in our group, do the same for her group, provided you're a member of her group as well. Okay? Anything else you want to add to that?
I have to go into Thread and see all the work people have been doing.
It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. I love seeing it. We've got a lot of the Himalayas in there.
Oh.
I think we have 3 or 4 of them. I think. I might be mistaken.
I wonder if anyone else went with the yellow.
Yes, I think somebody did. I think somebody did. Of course, it may have been another sweater line. It might have been Kathy's one that I was looking at that has the Himalayas in it too. So I don't know. But do you want to move ahead?
Backpedaling now, are we?
I do not backpedal. I never backpedal. I always move forward.
What if there's a ditch in front of you?
Then I swerve.
What if you can't swerve?
Then I go in and out.
What if it's just too deep?
Why don't you just get on with the program? Slap happy. I can slap you so you're happier. Hi. It's very cold back here today. I think it's only in the 20s. I've got my mitts that I made on, and this is her second sweater. She made this for me before I even thought about doing sweaters, and it's very warm, so I don't have much chance to wear it.
And it's very much too big for her because I didn't really know how to swatch.
But that's okay because I like it. It's warm, and if I don't want to wear a robe in the house.
I think that was my second crochet project I finished as well. My second sweater, my second crochet project.
Yeah, she did Davina's first, but anyway, that's what this is. The sweater she made for me, the first one she made for me, and my mitts, because it's been cold. I haven't been able to warm up. I was actually working with my mitts on today. And then she's wearing her Zuzu's petals and her sweater. So is that the crocheted one? Yeah.
Yes, my third project I made. Third or fourth or just no, I don't know.
Well, we're rambling.
Yes, we
how
are.
many works in progress do you have? How many hooks do you have?
2.
2, 3, 4. I think I have to go first. 5. No, 4. I have 4. Okay. Stop that.
Why?
My first project is something I pulled out of mothballs. If I can find what bag I put it in, because we kind of got.
You had it in mothballs. That's a little concerning.
That's
knitting and moth and balls and.
It is in this bag, I think. This is my, not Bright Craft, this is Fantastic, I think it is, Fantastic bag. My faith-filled words bag. And I pulled out my Lady Blue hat from the Elegant Hat Pattern by Kim Guzman, and I'm making this to go with my sweater. And I started this right around the Shenandoah Fiber Festival at the end of September, and I put it away. I was getting frustrated, I think, with the lighting situation, and
because the lighting's so much better now.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I was just getting. I just put it aside. I knew I wanted to finish it. I just put it aside, and then I got something else done. Some other things took my attention. So I got a lot done. I pulled it out. I think it was Saturday, or maybe Friday.
Not pulled it out. You
pulled it out of my bag. Pulled it out of my bag. And it actually looks like a hat. Right now it looks like a Gilligan's hat. But it will fit. Okay? But it's not, I mean, I'm getting ready to...
Not as big as the Gilligan's hat.
Well, it's not as floppy. I don't know why it's uneven. I think because of my clip. But it's coming along very, very nicely. I did several rows. I don't know if you can see. There's a row of back loop that kind of, I think that's where the band is going to go when I do the band, which I haven't started yet. And the hat, for those of you who probably don't remember because it's been a while since I worked on it. Sorry for the crinkling.
No, she's not.
Hat looks like this. Focus.
It's focused.
So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully that'll work just fine, and I'm happy with it. I'm hoping I'll have it by the Shenandoah Festival next year, or maybe for Rhinebeck. Not Rhinebeck. Maryland. What are you doing?
I want the blanket. I'm cold. And you're sitting on it.
Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude, but I have a rude daughter.
No, you have a cold daughter. I don't have a big old bulky.
That is.
If you were nice to me, I'd share the blanket with you.
I have a blanket.
Okay. I'll keep it all to myself.
I know you weren't intending to share it with me. Considering I made that blanket.
I know you
whatever
did.
I want. But anyway, that is mine. I'm using a G-hook and Brava worsted yarn in the Solstice colorway. I used the Brava Sport for the sweater, but the hat seems to be working up just fine with the worsted. Your turn.
You should probably have another one because I only have two.
Okay, well, let me see. Actually, okay. Speaking of my Afghan, which I'm going to take out of my bag. It's in my M&M's, New York M&M's bag. I'm not going to pull the bag up here because it's just too much hassle. I only did a couple of rows on this, so there's not much to say or to see. I'm not really going to show it to you. I'm just going to pull it out. It's my own pattern. I'm stuck here. I'm using the Yarn Bee, is it? Yarn Bee in the Daniela colorway. The Dawn colorway. The Danielle yarn, the Dawn colorway.
Yeah.
Podcaster yarn. Anyway, yeah. And then I'm using Impeccable in pink for this. So it's not much changed. It's just what it is. I'm having fun with it. Using an eye hook, and basically that's it. I don't feel like doing anything else, so I'm going to do this, and it's probably going to be popping up every now and then as I do it. I have no idea.
Just as you do like a row here and there.
Yeah, because I don't. It takes a little bit of time to do a row, not as much as it would for knitting a similar length, but it does take some time. So I don't make a whole lot of progress if I don't sit down and do a fair amount of time on it. Your turn.
Yours not as bouncy today.
Your turn.
So the first project I'm going to talk about is the one hiding in the Birds on a Wire, I believe is what it's called.
Cloverbird.
Yes.
Who needs to open her shop up again?
Yep. I actually have a message from her in my box I need to respond to. I've been intending to. And then life and stuff.
Melissa's Cloverbird, right?
Yes.
Melissa, open your shop.
So Swatch, I think Swatch was finished last time. I don't know.
Oh, I just heard for the swatches from not Knitner, from Denise, that Mel is doing a class on swatching.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I haven't seen that podcast yet.
It was on her website.
I haven't gone to her website.
Hold on. I'm trying to move as little as possible because I'm wrapped up in blankets.
That looks pretty.
So here's a swatch. I didn't do the pretty little lacy-ish edge that a lot of people did at the bottom to practice the doing lacy edge. I figure I'll practice on the actual pattern. I got to the point where I'm like, I have gauge. Sweet. Alright. Time to actually knit the sweater.
I never get gauge on anything. I don't understand it. Doesn't matter what I do.
Okay, so swatch. Fini.
Say fini. Say fini.
Maybe I don't want to say fini.
Say fini. Oh, that's intelligent.
So, swatch. Fini. Oh, I guess I
said your finished project.
Yeah.
You just saw her finished project. Anyway, go ahead.
It's not a finished project, it's a swatch.
It's a finished project.
Shut up.
Except it needs to be blocked or whatever.
It was blocked.
It needs to be woven in.
Well, I'm not going to weave in a swatch.
It needs to be woven in.
Shut. Okay.
She's not going to weave in her sweater.
So, this is... This is Dappled Sunlight. That's just the working name that I'm calling it. It is the Himalaya pattern by Mel Ski. I'm using US 4 needles, and I'm trying to get to the end of the row, which isn't going to happen. I'm using the Mustache Yarn and Fiber Hell of a Skein in the Polani colorway, and I'm making a size 36.
It really looks like buttered popcorn.
Are you expecting a call at this
That's
time?
Daddy, but that's okay. Well,
Do you want me to put you on
No,
call?
I'll get him later.
Okay. So
please excuse the phone. My husband calls about 10 o'clock in the morning. He didn't expect to be podcasting. So
it is working its way through being, I think, yeah. I'm probably close to decreases. This is the back of the sweater. So, work has been done. It is not finished.
what size are the needles again? 4s?
4s, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Generally it lives in my purse.
I was so excited because it just reminded me when you were doing this, those little curly things, I actually saw somebody using them, and they hold the needles together. It's not like this which keeps the thing on, the yarn on. It actually holds the needles together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like the little spring things. I'm not yeah, that's a technical term.
Springy thingies?
The springy thingies, yeah.
So yeah, this is right now my first knitting, which is cool.
It looks really pretty.
I get stopped a lot to be asked what I'm working on when people see me knitting in this. So I'm enjoying it so far.
It's very lightweight.
It is very lightweight. It'll be a nice spring, summery sort of sweater.
A short sleeve, right?
No, I can do whatever size I want. Whatever sleeve I want, I'm going to do it long sleeved.
Okay. Do you have something else?
Well, I only have 2 projects. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I did not work on my Rivendell sweater. I still need to contact the designer because my swatches, I do the one size needle and the next size needle, and what I have to get is somewhere in between. And then there was kind of a confusion in my head. It's all me, I'm sure, about, because she said in the notes that she sent me that the swatch had to measure a certain amount, and then the pattern says something else. So I need to ask her if that difference is due to when you wash it, or if it's an error, a typo, or something like that. So I need to ask her. So I didn't work on that one, but I did. I'm an idiot. I cast on for another sweater. I did a swatch. I'm taking the Craftsy class, my first sweater. I haven't decided if I'm doing the cardigan or the pullover.
You might want to decide that fairly soon.
Well, the back is the same regardless.
Oh, it's in pieces, okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is in pieces. The pullover has 2 pieces plus the sleeves, and the cardigan has 4 pieces in the sleeves. So I did the swatch, and I'll show you that one later in my finished. Well, since Ty showed you the finished object, I'll show it to you now. Let me see if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. It's in my round sheep or slip stitch studios owl bag that Ty got me. What, 2 years ago or last year? Christmas? I forget when you got it for me.
It would not have been 2 years ago because we've barely been knitting that long.
Right. It's probably last year. Where is my swatch? I'm usually a lot more organized than this. There it is. I put it in the pocket.
You don't even keep notions bags in every bag.
I don't have enough bags to do that. Notions bags to do that.
You're just not organized.
This is my finished swatch. This is on a size 8. And it's curling like crazy because I didn't do the garter rows on the bottom.
I've been lazy lately, not doing that either.
But I did it on the sides. Okay, so I did not get gauge on this. I don't know. I don't understand how I do this, but I am talented that way. This is the size 8. I'm working on size 6s right now. The designer, or not the designer, the teacher, said that she ended up using size 7s. So if I get too small with the 6s, I'll go with the size 7s. The yarn I'm using is, let's see.
It was one of the yarns for the class.
It's the yarns that come with the class, and I forget what it is offhand, and I don't have the ball band with me. It's on my project page. I think I'm going to like this. It's very straightforward. I think that the only detailing is some eyelet on the shoulders, like where you put the sleeves in. So it might be a little dull for a seasoned knitter, but for me that's good because it just gives me practice with knitting and purling. And I'm sure there are decreases or whatever, but
since it's flat, you do get practice with purling as well.
Yes, I am knitting and purling. My stitches are fairly even, so I'm happy about that. I must be nuts, but this is what I've been working on for my sweater instead of my crocheted one because I don't want to block the darn thing and find out that it's even more off than I thought. Yeah, so I haven't named this yet, but it is on my project page.
You should name it Charlie.
No, it is started. And that's
Ralph?
No. Go ahead, your turn.
Blondie. Okay. So, the last project I worked on, because I only worked on 2, was Autumnal, which is the Jenny's Cardigan pattern by Mary Chiba, using US 4s and US 6s, but I've been using the US 4s lately. Excuse me, ladies and gents. I'm using Yarn Bee Soft Secret in the Bittersweet colorway, and I'm knitting size 36 1/4.
I might have to change this bag out. It's too narrow for all the needles.
And you just have too many needles in there.
I do. I have a lot of needles in there.
Okay, so a lot of work has been done.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic.
Since you last saw.
How close are you to finishing?
Pretty close. I sort of hold harbor. That's the word I was looking for. I sort of harbor hope that I will have this done by my birthday on...
Which is Sunday. Her birthday's Sunday. Yeah.
So about a week. Not that I'm counting or anything. It was funny. I wished my the secretary who used to work night shift, now she works short days. I wished her happy birthday because she shares my birthday. And the volunteer turns around and is like, "You guys' birthday is 19th too?"
Oh.
So,
well, I got contacted by someone on not on Ravelry. I guess it was Ravelry or Etsy. I was talking to somebody and it mentioned we were talking about birthdays, and her husband has the same birthday too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know if that's Ravelry or Etsy. So,
popular day.
That is the back.
Pretty tie.
And that's actually showing up pretty well.
Yeah, it is.
All I have to do there is add the collar. And the first button band where the buttons will go is done.
Very nice.
And I have picked up for
buttonholes
the band for the second button band.
So did you leave that on a... Now this is a newbie knitter question, so did you pick up... Did you leave this on a cord or something while you went through, so you didn't have to pick it up?
Oh no, I had to pick it up.
You couldn't just leave it on a cord?
Well, no, because I was working it up and down this way. My band, I'm knitting this way.
Oh, I see.
So it's at a right angle to each other.
See, I can ask the stupid questions so that you guys can learn something. Because if you are a newbie knitter like me, you can learn something.
And the way the pattern, there's no secrets given away with this. The way pattern has you do is pick up 2 stitches for every 3. So you'll pick up 2 stitches, then skip a stitch.
Oh, okay.
So skip a row, and then pick up 2 stitches, skip a row.
So you're doing along the edge of the rows. Mm-hmm.
And one tip that I got from Crafty class was you sort of pick up between 2 rows.
And by the way, Crafty class are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, and the button band class is amazing. I return to that so often.
I think I'll probably pick that up after I finish my first sweater class.
It has some amazing tips on picking up stitches that I have used quite frequently. So, yeah, my button band is nice and large, and I think that it'll work with the buttons.
The ones Grandma talked about with you? Oh yeah, that'll be pretty.
And it's the right size. So.
Did she help you pick them out, or did she buy them for you, or did she help you pick them out?
She helped me pick them out.
Yeah, because it was her birthday. We were celebrating that. My mother is
Your
coming.
grandma.
My mother is coming. My mother and my father are coming to celebrate both our birthdays. Mm-hmm. Usually they come in between, but Taya's working in between both of our birthdays. So they're going to come on her birthday, meet the boyfriend. We're going to go out and have a good time, and then my birthday will just be a small family thing when that comes. But
because we all know who's really important.
Me. Because without me, there's no you.
You see, I was going to say you, but you ruined it and came across as egotistical.
Do you see her backpedaling? Oh, backpedaling. Watch my finger. I don't want to have the other finger. Sorry, I won't embarrass her by telling you what that's about. Go ahead.
She was messing around in the kitchen, and when I defended myself, she got injured.
I still can't get my ring on.
Well, I think that has nothing to do with your finger being jammed. At this point, it's a matter of your finger being deformed.
And she deformed it.
No.
Anyway, go ahead. What's your next project?
I don't have any next project. Okay. I told you that.
Okay, I'm moving on to my secret project, which I hope...
She doesn't listen to me at all. Ever.
She never says anything worthwhile.
I think I'll just go and whimper in the corner.
She does it all the time. I'll never know the difference. My secret project, I had to move into another bag because it got bigger, so it's now living in my knitting's my bag. Lois is my knitting's my bag.
Lois is your bag?
Yes, Lois's bag. The angel bag, the sweater size bag, and it is growing, and I hope to have it finished in the next week or 2. So I can give it out to the person who it is meant to have it.
And who it is meant to have it?
Yes. And then I can show you what it is, my picture or whatever. So I was really happy with the progress I made on this. Very happy indeed. Okay. I think we are now into, what? On the bookshelf. Do you have any FOs?
I have none.
Okay. Other than my...
I've been working on one of them sweaters, though, so I hope to have... This is an FO, though, next time we talk.
That would be great.
Because this won't need to be blocked or anything.
My FO is currently in here. In my Lois Sarah bag. Okay. And this is Davina Loved It.
Oh, she already got it?
Yes.
Good.
It is so long. If I had known how long it was, I might have shortened it a little bit.
I think she'll like it.
Oh, she loves it. I said, Davina, I need it back so I can be on the podcast. She said, that's fine. But there he is. That's copper. Very warm.
Has she named him something else yet?
No. She will. Probably something like Peter Sterling or something. Or Donald O'Connor or somebody. But it's very, very long. I mean, this thing's got to be... Unless I misread it, and I don't think I did because I looked at some of the other pictures on Ravelry, it's like 58 inches or something from the tip to where you do the tail, and that's not giving anything away, it's just the length. So that's like over 4 feet from there to there, and you've got like another foot almost with the tail. So this is like, it's larger than my wingspan. And it's cute.
He's cute.
I had so much fun making it. It was a little fiddly on the beginning and on the tail, but other than that,
I like the tail.
Yeah, it works very, very well. This designer is it's Bee's Knees Knitting, and it's this is the fox scarf crochet pattern. She writes a very nice pattern, and I had a lot of fun doing this. It makes me happy. It just does.
And she'll wear it.
And she'll wear it. So I now have another bag open.
And she'll probably start talking to it while she wears it.
Yeah, she likes it. So I think she will get a good deal of wear. I don't know if we'll let her go to church with it or anything like that, but she can wear it out, if she wants to. That's fine. But that's my finished object.
Yes.
Any rough drafts besides your swatch that needs the ends woven in?
You don't weave in ends for swatches. Who cares if the swatches ends are woven in?
All right. Do we have rough draft, writer's block, or prompts?
No.
Okay. I am really close to possibly frogging a couple things, but I have to think about it. Right now, officially, I have 3 sweaters on the needles and hooks. I may, if I don't frog it completely, I may at least re-swatch and restart my Blue Heaven sweater, because it's been over, almost 18 months or something like that since I've gone to it, and I don't know if I gauge swatched it properly, so I may...
I mean, that was your first sweater you had even considered.
Yes, it was. So, and now I'm not afraid of playing with the yarn and the hooks and stuff, so I may just re-swatch it and restart it. Or I may tear it out and do something else with it. I haven't decided. Okay, any royalties?
Nope.
Okay, I have 2 sets of royalties. I'm going to go with the one that's not yarn related first. Talia went and got these comics on her Kindle, so she gave
Not my Kindle. I got it wasn't Kindle available, otherwise I would have showed you.
Comixology?
No, this was from Comixology. No, it wasn't available on Comixology. This was from my comicshop.com.
You didn't get the digital version?
No, there is no digital version.
Okay,
I got a collection.
She got the collection, okay.
So I had it all in one spot.
We are into comics, especially superhero comics. This is the Brave and the Bold Flash and Green Lantern series. I have not yet read it. When my husband saw this sitting on my pile of stuff to show for royalties, he said, "She gave it to you?" with that little face. So I said, "Yes, she gave it to me." Ha ha ha. So
there's no real there's a little bit of saving the day or whatever, but it's more
of a buddy thing.
It's more of a buddy thing. Because anyone who's a fan of Green Lantern and Flash knows that
and this is the Barry Allen Flash.
Yeah, the Barry Allen Flash and the Hal Jordan Green Lantern were always very close friends.
So we like the buddy things, and
this was written, let me see.
No.
Oh, this is actually 2000, a lot later than I thought it was.
So I've got the series. Taya gave them to me. I'm going to put it in some kind of a sleeve in a notebook so it doesn't get damaged while I'm not reading it. That's feeding my comics obsession at the moment, along with the stuff I'm getting from Comixology and Amazon. The other thing I got as a royalty was a surprise. It took all my willpower not to say anything when I got the email. I got an email from Craftsy stating I would be getting something on my doorstep. I didn't order anything. This came about 2 weeks later.
We just are lucky in this house.
And this is what I got. This nice little note from Craftsy thanking me for being a good part of the community. And I've got 2 pins in here, 2 Craftsy two of these Craftsy buttons. I don't know if it's focusing. Can't hardly see it. It's a Craftsy button. They gave me 2 of those, and then they sent me this.
And the yarn is beautiful.
Okay, the variegated is 220 Cascade 220 paints, and then this one I have 2 of these as well, and this is Blossom Street Collection Rosebud Colorway. And this is 100% superwash merino, I think it is. Yes, extra fine merino. I'm not sure if this is a sport or a worsted.
And
this
for the Cascade 220, it's the number, I guess this color number is 9928.
Right, I don't know what the colorway actually is.
And you can actually look it up on their
website. And this is a beautiful, whoops, we're getting bubbles.
You know, they don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have a screensaver, and it was bubbling, and it was annoying me. And this is a really pretty color. So I have 2 of those. And how much the yardage?
220.
Of course, 220. So I have 440 yards of this, and I've got, and this will go real well with this, I think, but I don't think it's the same. I don't know if it's worsted or not.
It looks almost worsted.
Yeah. Well,
that looks a little thicker.
Yeah, in any event, this might be Aran and worsted. I don't know. But I was very surprised.
Different, like light worsted.
Yeah, I was very surprised and pleased to get it. Craftsy takes care of their customers very well.
Yeah.
They have wonderful customer service. They have wonderful classes. And every once in a while, they do something like this.
Yep, just out of the blue.
Just out of the blue, just because they want to say thank you. And I think that's really very, very, mark of a very good company that they're willing to do something like that. So.
And may they stay on for a very, very long time.
Very long time. So if you are looking for classes, knitting, crocheting, art, photography, cooking, they are branching out, sewing. They have all kinds of classes. Check them out. They are very reasonable, and they're just good people.
Yeah, they are.
They really are. So that's I forgot my note in it. I was happy because I don't ever get anything like this. Made me happy.
And it's very nice.
It is very nice.
I contemplated stealing the Cascade 220.
My precious.
But I still have the blue Cascade 220 I got in my kit.
Yeah, if you want to switch out, that's fine.
I have a sweater's worth now, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can't switch out.
Maybe I'll make a sweater for you out of it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make you a cowl or something. But anyway, that's my stash enhancements. Obsessions, we said comics, basically the same obsessions for me.
Yeah.
I am, thanks to Kathy, CatB913, besides enabling me to write, I had watched Sock Bunny's thing about her podcast about the resolutions and goal setting and stuff like that, and it was fine, it motivated me, but I wasn't going to do anything. I blame Kathy, because she was so excited about what she was doing and the way she did it and everything. She kind of got me interested in doing that. So I have to get my stuff together, and I'm going to try to put a modified version of what they're doing. I don't want to be so tied into resolutions that they become a burden. I want to have the resolutions as a guideline and move from there. So Kathy has been a 2-pronged enabler for me to get my life a little more organized and to get back into writing. Which leads into writing. I wrote for my job. I wrote about 630 words of nonfiction, and then yesterday, and I sent Kathy the prompt for this, so I hope she can get something out of it. I wrote about 700. I wrote 783 words of free write fiction. So I was really happy about that. It's been a long time since I did
a full page versus half a page.
738 words is
full page.
Almost a page and a half.
Oh, okay.
Because depending on what type font you use and how you space it, could be about a page and a half. Because you usually get about 500 words, 350 to 500 words on a page. So I was really happy about that.
I have no goals.
No goals.
No resolutions.
Her resolutions are to stay awake.
My resolution is to be rested with as little sleep as I possibly can get.
Yeah. Want to thank everybody who has shown us or told us about their prize choices from the Toy Along. There are some really cute choices. And we thank again Anastasia Knits, 10 Hours or Less, and Patchwork Moose for their generous offer. We appreciate it.
And I believe I have several messages in my box. I saw them, but then I had a work stretch start, and it's been a kind of brutal work stretch.
It has been. She had a rough time, so she didn't get home till 9:30 this morning. So for a 12-hour shift, that should have been at what, 7? Yeah. So Yeah. I forgot to thank Melinda Miller, who found out my birthday is this month, and she had in her group, she gifted everyone who had a January birthday a pattern. So I got a nice pattern for a Kindle cover to replace the one that I didn't like that I was making myself. And I want to thank Polly and Chain of Fools, who is Emily, for their iTunes reviews. I hadn't seen them.
Oh, yeah, we had some nice iTunes reviews.
Very nice iTunes reviews. I hadn't seen them because I couldn't find them. So, which is one of the reasons
I haven't been over to look at our iTunes reviews in forever.
Which is one of the reasons I haven't given any iTunes reviews, because I still can't figure out how to give them. But, and there was another person there, and I don't know if she's part of Ravelry, he or she, Eagle Eyes LF, who left us one in July that I didn't see. So I apologize for that.
I think that's probably like right after last time I checked.
Right. And then Faithful Knitter, who is Katie, she mentioned us in her blog.
Yes,
which was
very
exciting.
Nice.
She said some very nice things about us, so we appreciate that, Katie. Thank you very much. It's nice to know that people watch us and they like our podcast, so thank you very much. Anything else?
Nope, I think I'm fading.
Okay, I'm sorry this is so rushed, but she has to get to bed, and you don't want to hear us ramble on, so hopefully next week will be a better, more organized podcast. So,
and we'll probably be doing it on Tuesday next week.
Most likely we'll be doing it on Tuesday next week. So, because it's, was it Martin Luther King Day or something?
And I could be going shooting.
Yeah. So, in any event, unless it snows, we might do it on Monday then, because it might snow on Monday. So, and without further ado, we wish you a very happy week and full of knitting, crocheting, and whatever makes your heart happy. And this is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 85, and that's a wrap.